Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where we are playing Cinders, an interactive fiction game. You can get it through the links that are in the video description. Should have said that in the first two episodes, but there it is. And as you know, I'm not the greatest voice actor in the Akamura. Unfortunately, cannot join me for this. So I am doing all the voices. And since I'm nervous about it and feel like I suck at it, I've decided to get a little drunk while we continue. So I'm drinking Coors Golden Banquet beer, whatever that is. This is the first time I've drank it. I just said the word dranked, so apparently I'm already drunked a little bit. But anyway, bottoms up. Well, it doesn't taste nearly as bad as it smells. Okay. See, we're getting into character, because here's Cinders in this lovely inn, which strangely has no animation, even though the rest of the game does. She's drinking, I'm drinking. We're going to just do this as we approach Geralt, the captain of the guard. Ugh. Oh, there goes the animation. Probably just because I hit escape. Okay. Whoops. I'm already spending time drinking beer at the tavern. I might as well just take the plunge. Well, he's looking at me at least, but he's not even talking. Hello? Hello. Do you mind if I sit here? There are plenty of... Oh, I should do his voice and my, what I call my storybook voice. Drop my voice a little bit. There are plenty of free tables in here, but it seems like you've already made up your mind. Thank you. I just wanted to chat with you if that's okay. Are you really the captain of the Prince's Guard? I am. The king appointed me to this position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I've served the prince. And how is the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it? He's the prince, my ruler and liege. That's all that matters to me. Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you rescue that kidnapped child this morning. That was really impressive. It was simply my duty. I suppose. Did you really have to kill them, or you were brave to fight them? My personal belief is sometimes bad people need to die, so I have no problem with dishing out a little capital punishment if it's necessary. So as Cinders, we'll go the opposite route and question it. Was it really necessary for you to kill them? Surely you could have let them live. It was not my choice. They chose the path when they put an innocent life at risk. I'm sure those bandits were just desperate and not thinking clearly. It's cruel to take someone's life just because of a poor decision. That's a fair argument, but what would you have me do? Would you rather me risk the life of the child who did nothing wrong? Or better yet, should I leave the fate of the bandits and child to the crowd? What if they tried to break in and the bandits decided to kill the boy? Or maybe the crowd would have burned the house down, and everybody would have died slowly. At least by my sword, those men were given a swift death. It's my duty to uphold the peace. That is what I did. Your words may be correct, but your way of thinking is flawed. You hide behind your duty, but it's still your choice to spare a life or take it. Can you really sleep well with such a flimsy excuse as duty? Cinders is really kind of pushing her luck against this dude. You have an interesting way of thinking. It's nothing I've considered before. You're an interesting girl. Might I know your name? I'm called Cinders. An odd choice. Well, my name is Peralt. My father used to call me that because of my hair. Now it's stuck, though when my sisters address me, it sounds more like an insult. I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders. Peralt is so unusual. On the surface, he might be considered cold or cruel, but he takes his responsibility very seriously. Being the captain of the Prince's Guard can't be an easy task. Well, I should probably return to my meal before it grows cold. And then I should head back home. It's getting late. Alright, can we just jump to our residence, or do we have to go through the forest first? No, we can just jump to the residence, okay. The journey back to my house was much too short. I am not looking forward to facing Carmosa or my sisters again. At least I got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish I had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Yeah, you didn't see this tutorial. That thing that just popped up in the top right corner, the little branch with flowers, that's because we've reached a story path that would not exist had I not taken certain choices. Probably because I skipped the forest on my way back. Anyway. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. Cinders, do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Okay. That's tough. I would... Oh, let's be honest. I would probably apologize. So we're going to talk back to her. What I do with my own time is not any of your business. I work for you without any form of compensation, so why do you care if it takes a little longer to get tasks done? I did what you told me to do, after all. Foolish girl. A person's usefulness is not in merely blindly following orders, but in following them efficiently. You may babble all you like, but the truth is that you are simply a lazy child. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. Is it too much to hope for that you managed to keep some of the money I gave you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that is what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolishness to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business... No. Anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend. He would not... Enough! I am not interested in your excuses. What a disaster. You are more useless than I could have ever imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But Silence! Now get out of my sight. Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room and you will stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? Yes. Aw, poor Cinders. We got her in trouble. But we sort of knew we were going to anyway, so whatever. My lord, I've been told you wanted to see me. I've been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I also heard that you handled the situation rather admirably. For that I commend you. Thank you, my lord, but the truth is I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight. Such is the burden of those in positions of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. You honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend. If the king spoke so, I am honored by such confidence. Truly. What did you think of my father? How was it to serve under him? The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That is what I have heard from everyone who knew him. Already I fade in comparison. My prince. I have not yet been crowned as father's last wish. I have not been crowned. His father's last wish was that I would find a wife first. No doubt he wished that I would find someone capable of ruling by my side. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on, a queen who can support my agenda no matter how hard it's going to be. I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics. Nonsense. My father trusted you in more matters than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please advise me, not as captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not safe for discussing such delicate matters. The walls have ears, and I would not wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we could find the forest a safer place for a discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there is no one to succeed you on the throne. Is that so? I cannot imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side. Dude, you sound sarcastic, but maybe that's just the way I delivered the line. If that is what you wish, my lord, that is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend. My prince? Good old Perrault. Brave captain of the Royal Guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the Renegade War, reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls. Not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. Oh, the prince is an ass. Good to know. And here I was almost on his side. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become the king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. Ugh, got a bad feeling about him. Later that night. Finally, I have some time to myself after doing Carmosa's bidding all day. Still, it could have been worse. Carmosa was furious and I got nothing but old scraps for dinner. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always love going into town. I can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. I should go to bed. Okay, I'm going to redo that line, I'm sorry. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. I overdid it. I should go to bed. Carmosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Knocking sound. Was that someone knocking at the door? Why would someone be visiting me at such a late hour? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence! I paid for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum. Right. Pardon me, madam. I swear I'll be silent as the tomes are right away. Mum's the word. That's why I need a Cockney accent. Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you? Oi, you wounded my pride, madam. More trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional. Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. No one can escape Carmosa's biting tongue. That is a mean look. I didn't realize her eyes animate when she's idle. That's uncanny valley. Ugh. Now prove there is some value in your words and go before someone sees you. I think he's gone. What was that all about? What on earth is Carmosa trying to hide? Maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. No, you're not sneaking out the window. Just let it go. He can't have gone too far. If I leave now, I'm sure I can catch up to him. Just go to sleep. It's none of your business. No, that's crazy. I can't do that. Now you're talking. Oh, damn it. Okay, so I would stay in the room. We're going to follow him. I must be crazy, but this is my only chance. How long have I waited here, wishing for a change? Finally, an opportunity has presented itself. Carmosa clearly has a secret. If I could figure it out, I might have an advantage over her. No one is outside the window. Now is as good as a time as ever. Here goes nothing. Back to the forest. Another gorgeous background. Well, now what? I tried to keep my distance while following that man, and now I've lost his trail completely. If he's somewhere up ahead, I'll have to really hurry to catch up with him. But if I accidentally pass him, then I run the risk of running into him when I return home. Ow! Curse these demonic excuses for plans. The way you scratch at a fellow, you're more like wildcats than shrubs. It must be him. He's close. I'd better hide. Ugh, blasted rocks. What are they doing in my path? You'd think... Whoa. Hello, Russell Brand. You'd think they'd clear out this place, accounting that a fella can't see a thing in the dark. It's not proper, I'd tell you. Well, I'm sure this be the place where I'm scheduled to meet that smart-ass merchant. Smart-ass or not, shouldn't you be careful? Shouldn't you be more careful when talking about the man who pays you? Uh-oh. Oi, boss, I was just talking to myself. No harm meant, you know. Truly. I suppose I can let this one go if you brought the package as discreetly as Lady Carmosa requested. Well, we'll see if he brought that package and hopefully what's in it in the next episode of the show. Thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in tomorrow for another one.